Welcome, everyone, to our prayer journey with my Toad Daily Devotion. The other day, I was talking to one of my grandkids, and I asked them when they were worried about a couple of things, did they ever hear the story of Chicken Little? And they didn't. So let me tell you the story real quick. Chicken Little was, if I remember the story, ran out every day and said, the sky is falling. Everything's going to fall apart. The sky is falling. And he would do that day after day after day, and nobody would listen to him. If I remember correct, the sky eventually did fall out, but nobody was ready because he was saying every day, the sky is falling. And we see that in our nation. Oh, the political season we just went through. Each one calling the other the end of democracy and the end of freedom in this country. It is really fear-mongering. And how is a person to be stable and not to hate one another when people are telling them that you are at odds with somebody else and they're your enemy, even though when you go out in the streets, you're friends with them? But you can get caught up. And that's the story we're looking at today in Isaiah chapter 8. In Isaiah chapter 8, there is a problem. There's a lot of problems in Judah. They're a sinful nation, and God is going to judge them, but he's more dealing with the nation of Israel. Now, these are brothers in together, but they are split apart, the northern and southern kingdom, and God is going to deal fully with the southern kingdom. And with Judah, the Assyrians will come right up to their neck, but it will not take them, not yet. So what happens? The people are murmuring in the streets. They're all upset. They hear that Israel, their brothers, are combining with Samaria, and they're going to come and take out Judah. And Judah is in a panic, as you can imagine, like we have today with the Ukraine war, possible nuclear war, and all of these different things they talk about, things to worry about. So God basically speaks to his prophet and tells them not to worry about this. He tells them, here's what's going to happen. I am going to send Assyria, right up to these two nations. They are going to take them out. And then it's going to look like you're going to be taken out, because Assyria will come right to the gates of the city. But God will deliver you. So let's pick up and read the 3 verses connected to this from chapter 8. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us. So that's what the prophet tells him. God is with Judah. For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom the people say, a confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. This is just like what Jesus says, there's enough problems with the day. Don't worry about tomorrow. But instead, worry about what God says he's going to do for you. And this is what God says here in verse 13. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. In other words, get right with God, walk with God. Don't worry about these 2 fire bands. I'm going to take them out. If you read chapter 8, you'll see that God deals with these nations. Assyria does come and take and destroy Israel, dispersing the 10 tribes, and Syria. And we can depend on God. We can be content in all things. And maybe you prepare for bad days and stuff like that. But rest assured that God is on our side, especially if you're his child. So until next time, may Jesus increase as we decrease.